Hi guys, I'm here today to talk about Rochelle's Mead Bloodline series. I'm going to do a non-spoiler review and then I'm going to do a spoiler review, so this is the non-spoiler review. But I really like the series. The series is the sequel series to Vampire Academy. Currently it has 5 books in it. It's Bloodlines, Golden Lily, Indigo Spell, Fireheart, and Silver Shadows. As they said in Vampire Academy series, Rochelle Mead is the queen of cliffhangers, so I was really lucky I got to read these back to back as much as I could, because the endings are really messed up sometimes, but really good. I really like the series. I like the main character. I really like Sydney, and in the later books in the series, you get a different perspective, which you didn't get to see in Vampire Academy, straight up. So I was really excited for that, and I really like the romance in this. I think it's really interesting and heartfelt, and I like how the two characters complement each other. I also love the side characters. They were my favorite side characters in Vampire Academy, and I'm glad that she brought them along into Bloodlines, because they were like some of my favorite characters. Really excited to see their journey and see what happens. They are probably my second favorite thing about the book. I really like seeing their journeys and what happens to them, but I'm also really interested in Sydney and Adrian. So yeah, I really like the series. I think it's very strong. It's a lot more political than Vampire Academy was. Like, there's a lot of like alchemist drama and all that stuff, but it's really interesting, especially when you look at like views on the world and how different Sydney is in the world she's created into. I think that's really interesting. And she's also in that weird age, so it's kind of like, even though it is a young adult book, it could be considered new adult because of the age they all are. And I think that it's like, when it's basically saying, like, when you're stuck in an experience that you're not happy with because everyone's pushing you, what do you do? Um, she had kind of like a non-normal reaction, and that kind of made her alienated in a lot of ways. But I think it's a very strong series, and I think that Rochelle Mead's really good at putting these characters in a situation and then just packing a punch. But I like this book because it's not just, oh, Sydney is this. It's like Sydney is this, Sydney is this, Sydney is this, and it's so interesting to see how everything all kind of comes together. And I like how you really did see the progression of Sydney throughout these books, especially if you look back at Vampire Academy and see how against anything with vampires she was, and now look at where she is now and see how different she is. And I think that shows such good progression of a character. And it's nice that you also get to see some characters from the Vampire Academy, like Adrian's in it, but also you get to see Lissa and you get to see Rose, who were the main characters of Vampire Academy. So it's kind of like the characters didn't just leave, they stayed in the world, they were just doing different things. And I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot more of those characters in the Ruby Circle, which comes out in February. But yeah, if you like intrigue, drama, vampires, this is probably one of the best vampire series I've ever read. Rochelle Mead is just really good at writing it creatively and making you think about it. But she's built such a complex, interesting world that I highly recommend this series. I don't read vampire books very often. The only book I've ever read is about Twilight, and it was not my favorite series by any means. Sorry, all you Twilight lovers out there. It's just not my favorite series. But I really like how complex how the world makes sense. And I think that that's something that Rochelle Mead does really strong. She's the queen of cliffhanger, as I've said before. She builds such unique, different characters, and they all are on such like a long journey that it starts in Vampire Academy. Most of these characters you didn't see, you saw in Vampire Academy. So I really like that, like how her characters progress. So yeah, if you want a vampire story that has a really interesting, dynamic love story, I really highly recommend this. And it also has some action, and you learn a lot, and she builds a really creative world. That is my non-spoiler thoughts about Bloodline series. Ruby Circle comes out in February, which is why I really had to finish this, so I would be all caught up. But yeah, I'm really excited to see where the series goes. Now check out my spoiler review, where I'll talk a lot more spoilers of the entire series and some of my predictions for the Ruby Circle. As always, comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this series. I know there are Bloodlines fans out there. I know you're out there. Let me know your favorite book. Let me know what you guys like. Let me know if you guys have read them, what you guys thought, if you guys are going to read them, when, all that other stuff. But yeah, check out all my stuff below. Comment, leave comments. You guys are amazing. Have a very nice day, everyone.